Hey guys, and welcome back to the Tuesday stream. We are back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program, and last time we had managed to put this thing in orbit. This thing, of course, being our interplanetary probe that is headed on its way to Minmus. We are going to have a alarm call for that very, very shortly. 8 days, in fact. And I think we might just spend our time going around and doing that. I want to try and point our craft up northward so that it can just be looking in the direction we want to go. 8 days, though, is quite the time, and I'd like to see if we have any sort of indication of what angle we're going to have to be leaving a moho for. Now, I know we're going to have to be going backwards in our orbit here, so I'm going to be wanting to set up a maneuver node somewhere like this. I don't know if I could set it up for 8 days time. I don't know if that's something that we actually have access to down here. Maybe that's something. Oh, there's buttons to press, but going in 35-minute increments is possibly not the way to make 8 days, though I am clicking rather quickly and we seem to be going through quite a few of those days. So let's have a look and see what we've got. 8 days, 5 hours. Okay, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days and 5 hours. Hey, Super Gary Gamer, how you doing? Hope you're having a good time. I'm going to go with this timings here. It just about matches up with what's going on there, and I can see roughly where we're going. One thing I need to remember, of course, is to set moho as my target. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's get this show on the road. Don't think I got the right angle of my exit velocity there. Look at the way my apoapsis is going up. Indeed, if we come in and have a look, we're kind of just going at a radial direction. I'm going to swing that round to about that angle. I think that's roughly where we want it. This gap is a little bit large, but let's wait and see what happens when I keep pumping this. The delta V requirements are pretty spectacular, but they're nothing that we can't handle. We did build this for some sun diving after all. Let's try there. It looked like we were coming back to Kerbal at some point. That's great. That's great. Okay, we've actually overshot. That's good. That's fine. That's something that we can figure out. I like the fact that we are coming down on top of the descending node over there. What is that? Tells me 8 days, and then when I go and look at it, look, what is... I don't think we could be further away. What is this, Mr. I'm gonna set a thing that doesn't work. you heard me. 8 days, 3 hours, 4 hours. Oh no, wrong button. Wrong button. Advanced. How do we get back to the maneuver node? Have we deselected it? Give it. Okay. Click this again. 4 hours and 5 hours. Like that's not changed it by that much, and I'm a little bit disgusted by this. I was kind of expecting it to just be there, and somehow we are miles away. Does the Kerbal alarm clock lie to us? I have heard rumors on the internet that this actually might be the case, but I wasn't very happy with these rumors. Oh man. Can we faster that way? I don't know about you, but I'm very confused by this. Okay, let's press let's kill the alarm that we have rolling up here and see if we can't add a new one. I want to create alarm. We want to have a manual alarm going from... No, it's because I'm in the ship's view. It's like, oh no, you don't want to set transfer windows whilst in ship's view. And I actually, quite often, I kind of do want to know when I can set a transfer from one planet to another whilst in orbit around that planet. I'm not sure why it wouldn't let me do that, but it's really not. Okay, so let's come down to the alarm clock here. Create that alarm. What's this button here about? I don't know. Okay, that's countdown in seconds. All right, that's crazy. I don't want that. Planetary transfer window. Kerbal to moho. Literally, that is what we want. Time until. So why? Does anybody know why? Add this alarm. 75 days. Have we just missed? I don't understand. It literally told me 8 days. I can't set these alarms with this squiggly thing manually. Look, let's go back to load save. Hopefully I've saved it after 10. Where's after 11? There's after 11. All right, beautiful. I'm just going to go and make sure that I'm not the insane one. There's a possibility. These are things that can happen sometimes. Okay, so we're in orbit as we left ourselves. Let's go and press that button again. 8 days. It's a transfer window that I cannot set myself. We can edit it. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. But there's nothing we can do here. There's nothing. Look at that. we've edited it, and now it says time and day 7 days. Why? Unfortunately, I don't have any further back in the timeline, so we're just going to have to live with this. That was... I have run into problems. For those of you that are just joining, hi guys, how's it going? We had a Kerbal alarm clock set here for moho transfer in 8 days' time. Unfortunately, and I honestly do not know why, it's now telling us that no, you wanted one for 75. You built a satellite launcher that has a jet engine on the first day. That's nice, mate. That is nice. I like those. So we're going to have to apply those changes for 75 days. Is there anything else we want to do in those 75 days? You know what? I'm not even going to wait. We're just going to go ahead. We've got a save right here, ready to go. I'm going to hit warp to next, and we're going to watch 75 days just disappear in a blur. Hopefully we've got enough... solar panel to see us through this. I don't normally like jumping forwards in time this far. I, in fact, probably should have a look at some of my other ships before we did this. But it's okay. We're here. We're ready to go. Let's just stop. And it's going to be like, here's your transfer window. Can we press that? Is that going to stop us? Thank you very much. We'll stop 9 minutes ahead of time. That's good. That's fine. That gives us a little bit of wiggle room to actually figure out which direction we're going. I need to see which way the sun is. It's over there. Great. So we're going to be moving from about here. Add this maneuver. Pump it out as hard as it will go. And that must take us somewhere near moho. I don't know yet. I've just guessed. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Set that as target. Can we do a little bit? So this purple button, maneuver node editing. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you do it unless you've got the maneuver node open. Okay, I mean, I get it. I get it. I think it could have been a little bit more intuitive. Also, what's this? The word that I'm looking for that is escaping me right now is this descending node business. I'm going to have to be going up to it when it's at the maximum amount of lift that it could possibly be. This is a terrible transfer window, Kerbal alarm clock. I kind of hate you a little bit for it. Okay, so this is 3.9. This is 4.1. That's great. We'll take that. I will now get a descending node over here, add that maneuver, pull it up, and that should just meet moho somewhere along the line. There it was. I saw it. Did you see it? I hope so. Ascending node swings. Okay. This could be worse. Could be better. How close are we? I'm going to open this one because it's the one that gives us the maximum change. Can you please? The maximum change for the minimum amount of power set forth. And are we going to be able to change anything here? There should be clicky buttons. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring the scale down a bit. 0.1 second. I don't know. We'll click and see what happens. 32. Okay, this is good. 52. Sorry, is the distance I meant to quote there. I think we can actually go for a little bit of a larger scale. This is nice. Oh, this is actually almost perfect. Coming down to about. Oh, there we go. We went as far as we can go on that approach. Where was the minimum? It was here somewhere. 12. We'll take the 12.0, great. And then we'll open this maneuver and see if we can't bring that ascending node back. Yeah, okay. That, oh, did you see that that there must be closest approach. The way that I knew was my orbit had a big jump in it. All right, great. Oh, okay, that was some planning. That was some planning. And we are going to point our rocket in the right direction and fulfill that plan. We've got 14 minutes to try and turn in the direction we want to be facing. That's good because we are on the dark side of the planet and we don't really have all that much control. I do normally try to remember to put a decent amount of SAS on it, but this just seems to be where we're at. So, jet engine lifters. I have tried to do several myself, Super Gary Gamer, and normally ended up with like it takes too long to get up to speed. That's the one. Hey Mark, how you doing? I'm doing okay, apart from we've just been lied to by the Kerbal alarm clock. I'm not very happy about it, and because of that I've now got a resolution that I must learn this angle. This has got to be a thing that I learn at some point. So the Kerbal alarm clock said it was 8 days, ended up being 75 days, which to me sounds like a whole another moho orbit. Could well be. I'm not overly sure. I don't know what the moho orbital period is. We should probably find out at some point. So we wasted 75 days. I don't like doing that. I don't like jumping forwards ahead of time much like that. I would much prefer if we got like our tourism network up on the go, or something like that. Just something profitable to be killing some time with. Though, of course, 70 days, it is a long time to wait, and I could have been shuffling tourists around for most of that time. Shuffling tourists is fun. It gives you purpose to your rockets, to your craft designs. That's one of the reasons why I do. I mean, there's kind of... How many reasons do we reckon there are for sending missions in Kerbal? So you've got that I just want to see it, okay? So that's the base exploration. That's kind of the first reason for going anywhere, right? The second reason is I need the science, right? I've never been to that place and got the biome and did the science, right? So those are two sort of in-game legitimate reasons, if you will. The tourism, definitely another one. And do we have more than just those three? I can't think of any off the top of my head, just to prove that it could be done, but that's kind of the same as the first reason. Can we please just point at that maneuver node? Man, this is a little bit fiddly. As you can see, the rocket's got a bit of a wobble to it. It was the first day of school in Germany today. I start mine in less than 15 days, so I start mine in like 12 days. Let's go with that. So that's good. The best bit is that today I didn't have anywhere to live. Thankfully, by the end of today, it's all been sorted out and I have somewhere to go and stay at university. But I was nearly on the verge of tears earlier today. Be like, I'm just going to go drag a tent down there and live in the park. But thankfully, by the end of the day, everything got done. Why are we timing? Delete and close that, thanks. I mean, that's great, but I really did kind of want to push forwards just a little bit more. We're on the sun side, so that is the good thing there. Plenty of power for our solar panels. 50 seconds until the burn. I don't know, honestly, whether these 50 seconds over interplanetary distance makes that much of a difference. I'm going to assume probably not. Okay, so what staging is going to happen here? Let's look. By the end of stage 5, we're going to have jumped all of these tanks off. I'm going to go about 10 seconds early, I think. 10 seconds? Is that too much of a margin? I very rarely actually go interplanetary. I have no fear of the process. I don't think it's going to be something that I ever mess up. But let's drift back here. But I don't know the specific ins and outs of like. I mean, I assume that the tolerances of this bit is actually all to do. Let's get back inside. About where I am with my orbit, right? That's kind of got to be. Okay, so this is a 50% burn. I'm going to start. I said 10 seconds. We're actually at 3 go. Oh, we got wobbles. We got some wobbles. I'm not really about that. Yes, it is the donut. You were here when I designed it. It's the one we're taking to Moho. It's the one we're taking. Looks like we're going to have some fuel left over in the big stage as well. Okay, that's cool. It does make our slowing down a little bit harder to calculate. Obviously, the cheater engine has a different amount of thrust from the mainsail over here, and when we drop the mainsail, are we going to have the thrust we need to capture? That's a question. Okay, with a change of orientation here, I'm going to pull back our view. We're going through the moon. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know. We're going to come out. It's not ideal. That apoapse is pretty close, but it's not spot on. Looking at where this periapse is, can we spin it around and drag it down? Okay, this is mostly what I'm looking out for when these two numbers match. I suppose it's a little bit more intriguing when you are watching the rocket. Oh, don't wobble like that. I really hate trying to like point this in slightly different directions. Okay, we're coming down for the last 100 meters per second delta V. I think I'm gonna slow it down and bring it down to minimal throttles here. I want to get nice and close. We'll take 2 meters per second. That's pretty good. Okay, with this, we are waiting 97 days. Well, there we go. I would like to thank you for joining me for this adventure. Okay, I put down in the description, at least on my Discord, that we will be launching 2 identical stations today, and we need to go and check that. I should have looked at the spacecraft a little. Sorry, I need to go and do some video. We're sending it to Moho, but with 92 days, there is something else I want to do. There is something else we want to do. I definitely need to look at this guy. The main problem being is in 90 days we will have passed our Juno and Eve windows, which are other windows that I want to make sure go. All right, I just wanted to watch. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. We'll do it like that. What a great view. We got some downtime to talk here. So yeah, I don't want to miss sending more craft like this to Juna and to Eve. We're not actually going to Juna and Eve. We're going to go to Ike and Gilly. I'm even tempted to send a manned mission to Gilly. There was also talk of sending Jeb to Eve. That was all smoke and mirrors. He's actually going to Juna. That's something. I'm just wondering how long we want to watch this for. How long, like, until the device swings upwards. Gillick, Super Gary Gamer, you've got the naming convention, isn't that great? Yeah, Gillick, Ikick, Ikick. I'll go with Ikick. Oh, that was a funny. I just walked straight into it. Didn't even know that was going to exist. Sorry, excuse my tea. I wasn't quite expecting the slurp at the beginning there, but sometimes slurps just happen. If I knew that it was going to happen, I would have hit my mute key. Honestly, I don't know if my mute key is bound at the moment, but I'm waiting. Yeah. Come on, can you guys see the nebula just coming out in the background? I'm not sure if you can actually. Looking at my my other screen. Didn't you say you wanted the long solar panels rather than wide ones? Yeah, but that was after my launch. So, well reminded, I will go and do that for MoHiK and Ikick. What's this? Oh, it's debris. Oh, it's wait a moment. We need to watch that debris re-enter. Hold on. Debris. Let's bang zoom. Moho Oh man, this is distance out. Come here. Do you reckon... I just want to see if it's switched to. Do you reckon it's periapsis below... No, it's not. It's not. It's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be one of these, isn't it? We're going to have to go and try and clear all this lot up at some point. 100 meters... 100 kilometers. Like, look at oh, this. Maybe we should... Oh... Switch to. I'm gonna just have a quick look for the ones on the floor. Man, yeah, it's getting close to Kessler time. I think we should. Oh, look at this, great. We'll cover that. Boom. Anytime we put up something specifically for tidying up, we should have like a Kessler station and a Kessler craft and stuff. Right, anyway, talking about stations. I need to build a bare bone station that we're going to launch around the Mun and Minmus as well. These are other things that I want to be done. First, oh man, dual window in 15 days. I might not even have the time to send this out. Okay, what do you guys think a minimal space station looks like? I think it's going to have the... Let's get in here. The science probe on it. Okay, that's we're sending it. Make a phone call, call it Kerbal. Oh, make a plane, call it Kerbal. Yeah. I don't know how I read phone call there, man. You know when you're just like skim reading something and your brain is like, here, this is what this says. And you're like, no, it's not. How dare you? Put one of those there, one of these down here. I don't know if we're going to need 2 service bays, but it's nice to have it. And then, you know what, I might not actually... Let's get rid of that. Instead of the service bay, we're going to go for a utility. Where are you? There we go, Hitchhiker's storage. It's a shame that they're not the same size. Can I get that to stick? It's not on the inside. What do you reckon would take up that much space? I want it to match size wise. What do I have a 2 meter wide monopod? Why do I not have these things? Generic station. Yeah, that's totally how you spell generic. I'm gonna go with it though. Let's get out of there. You know what? I've just found out that I don't know how to spell generic on the spot. I could probably sit down, look at a couple of different ways, and go, it's that one. But if you just put me on the spot like that, I'm not sure how to do it. Okay, I was looking specialized control. No, that's not what we want. Advanced aerodynamics. No, but I do want to think about these ducted fans at some point. Supersonic flight is not it. Actuators are also not it. But there are a nice bunch of stuff in there. Advanced advanced fuel. This is it. This is what we're after. That one in particular, I think. Is this a 2 meter one? I can't tell. But one of these is the 2 meter tank that I am after. So I'm going to... No, I'm not. That's why I don't have enough. And this is why I want to put it around the thing. The small cargo bay. I'm not sure if the small cargo bay has got the right profile. I like how you're thinking, though. I like how you're thinking. If we could... are you thinking the other car? Hang about. I think I may have said, because when you said small cargo bay, I thought, where are you? Generic station. There we go. Brilliant. I thought you meant this one, but no, obviously you didn't. I don't have the small cargo bay. I was going to be like, you mean this one? It's not there. That's sad. That makes me very sad. Can we put a 2 meter fairing? Like. I like the look of it, but that's not what we're going for. And then right click and that away. And then we put something like this. And don't do that yet. Don't do that. I'm trying out weird stuff. And then you should just let me close the... Yes! I don't know what we're going to use this for, but it's just more of this action, right? We got a lot of that. Okay, so this is pretty good. It's not what I particularly want. Should we make a donut station? It's been pointed out that we make a lot of donuts. Should we put a donut around the bottom here? Or do we want to... just seal it up and then put a big old spike on the end? I am kind of feeling the big old spike, apart from I don't have the parts that I was thinking I do have. We do have the access to the structural fuselage. And then we put docking nodes on the... Okay, I think I know where we're going now. It's taken me a couple of seconds to figure it out, but I think I know where we're going. There's no... okay, so we're literally going to have to go... So there was no... you know the 6-way block? That's kind of what I was thinking about when I went and clicked that, but... it's not a winner, unfortunately. We've got the normal Clampetron docking port, and we've got a couple of the little ones. I think I'm going to put a couple of the little ones. In fact, let's do it like... Can I please? Thanks. Let's grab this here and go 1, 2, 3. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Now I'm gonna try and connect this to the end here. No, I don't want that. So press the Alt key, and it won't try and radially attach. You see how it's connected there? If I press Alt, boom, it's just disappeared because it's not trying to attach like that. It will attach to the node on the end there. Beautiful. Right, this is a fairly good generic station so far. There are some things we're missing, such as so down here we want some solar panels, right? That's going to have to be a thing. Of course, comms as well. Wait, relay antennas. I'm tempted to actually send a separate relay station up, but as this is literally just for around Minmus and the moon, we will go and put 4 of these. Does 4 sound good to you guys? I mean, we could probably go more. We probably could go more. Money isn't really an issue, and I don't think... Where are you? That parts are an issue. 255 parts. I think I could just about manage to make this craft in that many parts. I don't know about you guys. So one of the things I would like to do... That's snapping to a weird angle. I'm just going to take it for now. So you see these 4 ports here. I would like to have little drop ships that go down and collect the science for the mobile processing lab. This will be... ideally something small that drops down, comes back, and then the scientists on board clean that unit. That would be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Do we want to... Okay, suddenly it's changed orientation. I was going to have like 2... what's the word I want to look to? Like symmetrical orientation here. I think not. What we're going to do instead is one of these. Can you please? Thanks. And then if we open this and then somehow get the folding ones, you're literally building a radio tower. Yes! Why not? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that. Do I like that? I kind of like that. Where's my... edit fairing, thanks. There we go, cool. Do I like... I do like that. I do like that. Let's go with it. Down here, I wanted to have... I bet I don't have the solar panels that I want. This is sad. This is sad times. Maybe we're just going to completely get rid of that then. So we'll continue having these things as the connection points up here, I think then. There's the 1x6. If we do that, then the drop ships are going to get in the way. Let's, of course, put it on the bottom here. Let's extend that and see what they all look like. Is it going to be enough? Well, I tell you, it doesn't take much to be able to bring up one of these and put an extra solar array on it. Okay, speaking of that, let's try and cap this off. And I think this is good. Is there anything that I need from this? If anybody knows, please do let me know. Quite often I do forget stuff. I really wish this was the larger one. I keep looking at this. Is the larger one, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. I keep looking at it being like, and then remembering that it's a 1.25 part rather than a 2. But here's the 2 meter part. Brilliant. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think we need ladders. Oh, we're not going to be able to ladder up and beyond here, but we do need some ladders around this for our scientists to be able to fix stuff. Clean out the science experiments. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Batteries are a great shout. Good work. What batteries do I have down here? We got some of these ones. We're just gonna slap them in line here. Can we go for 2 piles? We can go for 2 piles. Okay, there we go. And like all the extra space is cooling for the batteries, right? Ooh, cooling. Can we swing this round to look like so? I'm not sure. I'm going to go with it for now, but I'm not sure. We'll just go with that. That's a lot of batteries. We've got power. We've got comms. Is there anything on the checklist? What's it saying? Show severity. Empty crew cabins. That's fine. That's no problem. Landing gear missing. That's fine. That's no problem. Missing antenna is not fine. And missing control, also not fine. These are 2 things we need to address here. I kind of was hoping I had the small probe core, the flat disc-like probe core. We don't, so instead I am going to fit one in here somehow. What I'd really like is if there was a node there, but I don't think there is. No, that's a shame. That could have worked for us. I could probably still make it work. Look, we do this, pop that there, pop this here. We'll rebuild the fairing, build fairing. Thank you to there, and then because we've just made this absolutely structurally weak. There is no way I'm expecting this to have any type of resistance to the G-forces that it's going to pull. I am going to do some of it. I put it down in the middle. No. There we go. I don't know where else we need I feel like we need a little V. What's the word I'm looking at? V cage? Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word. But this triangle thing. Triangles are some of the strongest shapes in the universe. Also very, very helpful for science. No Octo 2. Was that this one? So this one has. Where was it? It had some terrain, not terrain. Read the word terrain. I just say it. It has some prograde and retrograde steering, which unfortunately the Octo does not. As soon as we get to the Octo 2 and the upgrades and stuff, they're all over it. But right now we are here. Okay, generic station. We are ready to go. This vessel has no control. We do have control. I beg your pardon. What are you on about? Also, it's got communications. It lied to me. Has no remote controlled or manned command modules. It won't be controlled. I disagree quite strongly. Let's change. Look, let's see if changing the route part. That's not changed the route part at all. You reroute. Okay, let's this one, and then this one. Okay, all right. They've changed the way the reroute tool works. You used to have to click on the old one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now does it? It still doesn't say. It still doesn't say. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and. Where did it go? Control Z. Oh no, where did it go? I didn't save it. I'm just gonna kind of let's launch it. Let's see what it thinks is there. It doesn't think. I think I actually broke it. I don't want to save. Generic station 1. Let's save it. let's save it. Leave. It doesn't know what to do. It doesn't. Don't save. We're just gonna. Oh, I've actually messed up the game in a bad way. Oh no. Oh, we've done this before. I've had this kind of reaction before. There's no way of. Oh man, how did I do it? What did I do? Where are you? It's just not there. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna have to crash my game. Actually gonna have to crash my game. What happens if we don't save? Cancel. Switch. Can't switch. Well, I mean, we've definitely done something new today. Definitely done something new. All right, all F4. It's gonna have to. It's not going. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's gone. Today I've discovered a new bug. I don't think any of the mods that I'm running would influence that at all. I can't say. All right, well, I know it takes about 3 or 4 minutes for this to boot back up. So welcome to Ask Me Anything, guys. I'm happy to answer any questions. I might not have a real answer, but I'll probably have an answer. Whilst I'm waiting for that, beautiful sip of tea. Okay, do you guys get to see this loading screen? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I always like the little loading quotes down below here, particularly like adding K to every word. The pointing correct end towards space. I mean, flamey end down, pointy end up, right? You got to make sure that's in the right order. Though I've got to say, some of the more spectacular rocket launches I've watched haven't quite followed that rule. They normally explode very shortly afterwards, but I assume by the range detonation devices, you know, the safety features rather than. Do I like? I'm going to say that's cheese, and if that's cheese, yes. Do I like chess? Not as much as I used to. I am more a fan of solid cheeses, such as Edams and ones that are found outside of the country. Oh, actually, Edam's is Edam a Dutch cheese? I can't remember. And cheddar and stuff like that. There was a significant portion of my life where I would only eat Edam. Not like only eat Edam. I was eating like bread and stuff with it. But the only cheese I was really interested in was Edam. Gone off that a little bit. Much more of a mature cheddar person now. Moon cheese. I will definitely try some moon cheese if it is brought my way. I've got a feeling it's going to be a little bit dusty. A little bit hard on the tooth. Coupling the decouplers. Why does the Breaking Grounds assets just take so long to load? I don't know. And there we go. That was my small dissertation on cheese. I hope you enjoyed it. Get back in the game. Back in the game. Stream career. Though I shouldn't really call it stream career. Every now and then I'll just go and do some stuff off camera, you know, just like run some tourists around or, you know, test some parts. Nothing serious, just a little bit of money building. Okay, let's go see what the VAV has to offer for us. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, all right. This is fine. This is fine. We can do it. Okay, so one of the first things I'm going to do is actually move the probe core down the bottom here. I think that's going to work out well for us. That side. Thank you very much. We'll put this. Oh man, I'm going to try and just rush my way through all the things that we just did. If you notice any that I didn't do, particularly things like I don't know, batteries or communication devices, stuff like that, let me know. You know what? I think I want to have this piece in here. That that wasn't what I was going for, but look at it. Oh, I love that. I've got to go with that as well. The German version loading screen has terrible translations, does it? I always like the translators joke. They're like, this doesn't work in my language, let me try something else. Obviously I'm only aware of it from like watching anime or whatever, right? You read the subtitle translation and you listen to the actual like voice translation. It's always miles off. Can give you some examples. I love bad translations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm always happy with those. Okay, there's some batteries. These are not where we put them last time, but I'm gonna go with this. So, hey Forrest, how you doing? We've just had a game crash. I don't know what happened. I picked up the rocket and it disappeared. That's literally all I know. So let's come up here. I really liked the fairing on top, but I don't think we're gonna do it now that we've gone and put everything down here. Yeah, we're just gonna go for one of these instead. I mean, the best part is no part, right? We've heard this a couple of times before. And instead of doing that, structural tube 1.8. Are you aware that you got super long versions of this? How I like these. I like these a lot. I always forget to use them though. That's the problem. I'm too used to these guys being the only part. And in fact, I'm going to put that up there just for a little bit of pizzazz. I live for pizzazz. Okay, let's now go coupling, docking port, juniors, solar panels. No, ladders. Ladders. We didn't put the ladders down. This was something that I was like, got to make sure I put some ladders down for our scientists to go and work on the craft. Okay, there we go. We got those down. There was something I put in between. Relays. Okay, we're gonna have to do an actual stop and take stock, I think. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed that we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to figure out, is that the exact center? I always feel like the clicks round. There's not the right number. You don't have an even number, I don't think. So it doesn't come round to be right. Okay. Well, anyway, I think this is where we want to be. Is there anything else that I've forgotten? Almost definitely. Let's talk about it from. I don't know if I want to click down here again. All right, we've got empty crew cabins. No one. Electric charge required but not generated. We didn't put any solar panels on it. Okay, we'll do that right now. Solar panels. Are we going to go for these? I think we're going to go for these. We went for these last time. Yeah. I kind of want the big ones, and as I say, we'll fly up big ones at some point. Can I scroll back up? Yeah. All right. Cool. So we've got tourists, we've got science, we've got power, we've got docking, we've got communications. We have no way home, but that's fine. This I kind of feel like wants to be the other way around, and now I'm wondering why we actually have an openable cargo bay down here, service bay. We should think about what wants to go in there that Kerbals can interact with. I'm not sure what Kerbals can interact with. Things like, let's have a look, the container module. What's in this? Oh look, and we can absolutely mess it up. Okay, so we could do one of those. That's pretty cool. Large cargo storage. Yes. Okay. It's a little bit haxy down the bottom here, but I'm almost willing to go with it. If I just kind of pull this off here and swing it, there we go. Now it's not so haxy, and we've got a storage container. Okay, I want to go through and put a bunch of stuff in here. More importantly, where's the briefcase kept? I can never. It's in the utilities. It's not in the utilities. I was fairly sure cargo. There we go. We had some bits like this around. One of the can you go? I want you, and I want you over here. Let's pin that for now. So we're going to move some EVA experiments. If ever we're going down and we've got a Kerbal with them, EVA experiments. EVA fuel cylinders as well, in case we ever feel like taking a Kerbal down by the power of the jetpacks. I'm not sure if there's anything else we actually need to take with us. Maybe some emergency parachutes. I could definitely see us wanting that. Work lamps, conformal storage unit. Oh, look, these look even better. Oh, they've not got much going for them, but they look good. Ground anchor is always important. That was some strong language there. I think that's fine until we start thinking about actual experiment. You know what? I'm going to put them in orbit. We'll have them up there. They're there to be used when they're ready to be used. We've got the room, so let's do it. Okay, I'm going to close that, and now we're going to think about... Can you go away, please? We're going to think about how we're boosting this thing up to orbit. I feel like we want to decouple. We want to have some bendy decouplers right there. We're gonna go for a double stack again. That's 4, but thanks. Double stack like that, and then we might have some extra bits coming off of the big stack, but we'll see about that. I need some more fuel tanks. It turns out these fuel tanks quite small. In comparison to their width, We're going to go... Oh, that's a terrible adapter. We're going to go with this adapter and that adapter again. It's the best looking rocket tip that I could possibly make. You guys know this. Are we going to bring them back? I think we're going to bring them back. Let's go with like this. And how many parachutes do we want to stick on? It's going to be a lot, right? It's got to be a lot. And it turns out they've got to be done almost individually. Look at this. It didn't copy them properly. Okay, occasionally this happens, that you'll go to put it on the side of one part and it will just copy around one part, the part you put it on, rather than the ship. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but I have observed it happening enough times to know that, it's a thing that happens, a thing you got to check for. Okay, let's see if 6 parachutes is actually the number. We now need to have an engine underneath this. I mean, Bobcats? Bit small. It's a bit small. I mean, I suppose there is only really one option when you're lifting. It is the mainsail. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. We need to have some solar on the top of these, and maybe another parachute. So if we come into utilities, solar or battery. I think we're actually going to go just rely on the batteries to do it for us. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to rely on batteries and solar panels. Yes, something like that. Okay, so now we want to have, I mean, this is nearly it. 3.95. Where are we going? Well, we want to take this to the moon. We want to take this to other places, but the first thing I want to do, decouple that, save the generic craft as it is. Okay, so as I say, we want to take this to the moon. Do I want to save this as a the word that I'm looking for is this thing over here, subassembly. I very rarely remember to save bits as subassembly. I'm going to route down to the radial decoupler. It doesn't like the radial decoupler as the route. That's a shame. I see what I've done now. How do we make this attachable? So, by... this one here can be the route. By taking this off here and clicking that in there, yeah. I put it in the wrong one because I'm a genius. But as I say, put it in there and drop it in the sub-assembly. This is like radial lift 2 meter. Okay, that's saved there. Now, will it attach? Oh no, I didn't get it with the. What has happened with this symmetry here? Look at it. I'm finding all the bugs today. All the bugs. What are they doing here? Leave me alone. Ah! Okay, let's try this again. Why aren't you sticking straight on? Okay, there we go. And then grab the decoupler and put that in there. Radial lift 2 meter. The Oberth effect would have been translated to doing something to trigger the... Okay, yeah. I mean... Yeah, I wonder. I should imagine what's happened, right? Is someone who speaks English as their first language has translated it into German, rather than the other way. Okay, I almost always find that the people who speak English miss the nuances of many words meaning the same thing, even though our entire language is built upon such things. Okay, so I guess this will do for going to the mun. I want some boosters though. We want some actual boosters. We're gonna, before we can actually do that though. Save it, exit. There's two contracts I need to go take, because we're gonna launch 2 back to back, and then we're gonna also send one off to Joule. It turns out. I didn't know. So we're going to launch the Mun space station. I hope we have all the stuff here. Support for 4 Kerbal, solar panel. Yeah, I think we got all the stuff for that. And then I'm also going to do the minmus one. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's why if I ever had to get game translations done or something like that, I would ideally be after a native speaker of language XYZ, whatever language it is I'm going for. It's not that I don't think... No, it is actually. It's almost exactly. I don't think native people who aren't native speakers, they as I say, they miss the nuance. Okay, is this what we want? Is this going to the moon? This is almost definitely going to the moon, especially if we get some Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? They're in fuel tanks. I know where they are. Leave me alone. Fuel ducts go from one to the other. Okay, great. So that's cool, right? That's cool. We got 1,000, 4,000, 5,000, something like that. Bring that down for the look. For the look. I'd also for the look. Aerodynamics. This one. That's the worst looking nose cone in the game, but we're going to use it anyway. I guess we're just going to send this to. Are we going to call this the MoHiK station? How are we going to play on our naming convention? How's that going to work? How's that going to work? Okay, so I've got a feeling things are going to go wrong because this is an entire robotic mission. But we'll wait and see what goes wrong and how to fix it. I'm fairly sure that's why you guys watch me, right? So that I can mess things up and watch the spectacular save that happens about an hour later. All right, we need some struts. We need some struts. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. MoHiK, yeah, thanks, Super Gary. You are so on the naming convention. I'm about it, mate. That's great. That's great. Right, we want some struts here, and we also probably want some fins on this thing. They're very good at cold resist. No, for balancing. Right, I've just noticed I've not symmetried these out. So we'll do this, and we'll do this. Okay, all right, that looks pretty good. I am tempted to do something that I do sometimes. This one. Look at that aerodynamics, my friend. Aerodynamics, not the MoHiK. Yeah, I like that. I'm not sure. Did you guys in Germany get Jim Henson's Dinosaur? I don't know how old you are, Mark. Sorry. In the 80s, the guy who did the Muppets did this kind of sitcom about dinosaurs. It was really good, especially for the time. It was very, very good. And they had a small baby that hit the dad in the face with a frying pan. It was the early 90s. And called him Not the Mama. Yeah, it's great. Not the MoHiK. We're just going to go that way, right? Oh, fins. Let's not just spin out randomly when we're halfway there. Do I want the fins on here, or do we actually want the fins on here? I mean, we're only going to have 1,000 delts, but the rest is going all the way to minmus. No, we'll have them on there. That's the thing. You're 12 now. All right, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Boom. 12 was alright. Yeah, no, 12's good. I particularly liked my early 20s, though. I think early 20s were the time. That's not to say I've not had fun in my 30s or my teenage years. Though I've said it many times. I don't feel like I was a real person during my teenage years. I was a robot going through the motions. Anyway, that's my little spiel there. Okay, let's. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we're very so slightly blown out there. Let's come down and look for the ambient light boost. I know you're here somewhere. I keep changing you. Here it is, 46%. Yeah, let's bring that down to about 12. There we go. Just so we can see when we're on the dark side of the planet. Is the moon in the sky? Oh, it's straight up. That's possibly the worst place it could be. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Okay, we're doing well. My probe core is totally not aligned to this. I'm taking off like I normally would, like going to the right. But it totally looked like I should have just been pushing forwards, right? Oh wow, look at those G's. Look at those. Well, I mean, we are just a computer. We don't have to worry about filthy little organic sacks having to like resist the G-forces. We're already at 17 kilometers up on our Apple apps there. I would like to get over a little bit more. There we go. Stage away. Turns out it was a good job that we put fins on the inner stage. That barely got us anywhere. Okay, that's fine, because this has got nearly 4,000 delts inside of it. I feel like rotten potatoes and keep forgetting that you're actually 30. Fair play, man. Fair play. It's alright. I keep forgetting I'm actually old, so I'm fine with that. I'll keep going. If you can carry on like forgetting that you're old and just be young forever, I think that's the secret to eternal youth. I mean, I'm going to keep going, and so far it's worked out for me. 55. 54, 55. I mean, we've got a bit of a lift going here. We're starting to build up some heat resistance. We're about 64 kilometers on the Apple app, 67, 68, 69. I've gone very sideways here, but I'm going to come up to 75. Press the prograde button, and we're gonna cruise. So everything's kind of chilled out a little bit now. It must be supreme radiative powers of this. Mining is another reason to go to somewhere. There we go. Those are the 4 reasons to go somewhere in Kerbal. It took me like nearly an hour to come up with the 4th one, but we got it. For those of you wondering what I'm going on about at the beginning of the stream, I was like, oh, there's only a few reasons to go anywhere in Kerbal. It was because you wanted to go there, because you wanted to get the science from it, because the tourist wants to go there, and now, of course, because you've got the tasty resources you want to get out of it. Bam, nailed it, did it. Okay, we travel forwards. Is this a thing? I'm really worried that we're. So is it? I can't remember whether this is Jeb's going to Juno or going to Eve. We're gonna have to figure that one out. Also, am we about to lose solar panel? I'm gonna extend that one, and I'm going to. I can't quite see the panels. There it is. There it is. I'm gonna extend that one. All right, great. We didn't put any lights on this thing. When Bill gets up here, he's gonna put some disco glitter up here. Saving Jeb. I'm not going to save Jeb's. Jeb's going to save himself. So the plan is, and I don't know how we're going to do it. I think we're going to have to send an engineer to Juna. That maybe Bill. Do you reckon? So Bob is like, for my Kerbal space program so far. Bob is like the superstar, right? He's the guy who's gone around and done a lot of stuff. You know, showed Jeb up, got things. Bill could be jealous at this point. We could send Bill to Juna to go and help Jeb, right? Because then he can take bits off of like the probe that we send to Juna and stuff like that, and slap it on to Jeb's craft, and we'll bring Bill back, and nobody will be the wiser, right? I'm always trying to craft a little bit of a story for Jeb somewhere along the line. Just because I don't like him doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a story. Okay, where are we sending it? We're sending this to the moon. Sending this one to the moon. Is that the moon or is that... Yeah, that's the moon. Okay. When you zoom out and you're not sure whether you're looking at the moon or at minmus, add that maneuver. I think we want to go here. Well, I missed it a little bit, but you know we can tweak it. There. I kind of don't believe it. There. That's the one I want. Okay, that was a weird arrow placement. I've been moving around being like, this doesn't feel right. This isn't what normally happens. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drift up and we're going to be on this side of the moon, right? So we can still talk to Kerbin, and we're going to circularize over there. So if we double click on the moon and we go, hey, come here, add maneuver. Today is going to be one of those weird ones where I'm doing about 14 things at once. I'm kind of about it. I hope you guys are. Valentina, woman's right. Valentina unfortunately cannot do the engineering stuff. So that's why I was like Bill would have to do it, sorry. Because he's got the ability to move the radial attachment items off of stuff. And the 0.6 meter stuff. He can also detach that. Okay, I want to create an alarm. I want to create a maneuver alarm. This should be maneuver 1. I really wish they let us name our maneuvers. Wait. Okay. So it's not maneuver 1 I want. It's maneuver 2. Oh, there we go. We'll do that. Okay, add that alarm. Okay. Do I want to launch the next one now, or do we want to send this one? Okay, quick vote in the comments, guys. Are we going to send this one to the moon, or are we going to launch the second one that's going for Minmus and then do this one after the launch? I mean, I could have already started by now, but instead I'm going to wait and see what the chat says, because that's the way of things. Kind of boring on the dark side of the planet. Send it. Send this. That's not helpful. I'm like, do I send A or B? And he's like, yeah, send. Let's stick with this one. Let's stick with this one. People like to know what's going on here, right? I want to point over. Do I have the electric? I do have the electric. Okay. I want to point at the blue triangle. Blue triangle. I thought I had some SAS on this. I forgot it. But next time, Mun. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, we'll do it. Someone remind me though that we need to put SAS control on our station. I'll remember to do that, no doubt, on the launch. I just want to go around and point in the right direction though, if I could do that. I'm hoping that actually it's pointed almost directly retrograde. That would be very handy. I mean, all I did was point upwards, right? All I did was push to go faster. So it's probably at one of these points. If we go retrograde now, can I time warp? Yeah. Not just a terrible piece of music. Things to do. Okay, now the real question, the real thing I want to know, can I look at my controls? Is it going to... It's not telling me what my controls are at. That's a shame. This one, up here. No. Document mode, no. Toggle map, no. I mean, maybe this is the one. Oh, it's got... Give it back here. This is what we're doing. It's pretty close. I will accept it. I will accept it. Oh, no. Big tip. If you are time warping... if you are time warping on a physics warp, and then you click to do a time warp, is the 2 type, it will only go up the physics warp. You need to turn off your physics warp and then do a time warp. That has caught me out more than once. It's the only reason I bring it up. I'm actually going to hit prograde when we turn around the corner because I believe they are going to match up well enough that... What happened there? I was pointed down more and now suddenly I'm pointed directly... Like, don't get me wrong, that is what I wanted. But how did it happen? There was no intervening time. I am very confused. Something is wrong with my copy of Kerbal today. I don't know what's... Trust me, when I finish this stream, I'm going to verify game integrity. I don't know what's happened here, but it's not great. What do you reckon the better angle of... Oh, no, not RCS. E is the button I wanted. The better angle of attack on the sun is here. I'm trying to spin. Is this... You see this roll command that I'm giving it here? Doesn't really seem to be. There we go. It's underway. 1% engines for maneuvering is a great idea, actually, Mark. I probably should have gone ahead and done that. Okay, 5, 4, 3, turning to map view, 2, 1, go. We're looking at the wrong thing. Take me back to Kerbal. We're looking at the Mun. It's not what I want. Okay, this already halfway through our burn. Notice how the orbit has barely left Kerbin though, and then as it gets further and further, you need less and less to go away. And it's just like this ridiculous runaway effect. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's what we want. Is this the right? You know what? That is the right. I'm going to just carry on with the maneuver node that we were going to have here. Maneuver 1. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And that's in a day. Okay, we'll be back in a day. So, Space Center. Ba-bam. We're going to go put an SAS unit down. And we're going to launch this one to Minmus. I'm going to have a small liquid break. So, for those of you... the effects... the 8 missions... You've seen that before. That is literally the first time I've seen it. I'm not about it. I can see definitely how it would have messed up your missions. I'm going to put down some SAS. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. I did it, guys. I did. Oh, I didn't jettison the nose cone of the last one. We can go and do that. Okay, was there anything else we needed other than a little bit of SAS? You know what? I'm going to put another bit of SAS on the underside here. Full control. That's what we want. We want to know that we can go places. Talking of, can we actually go places? We've got 4,500 Delta Vs there. If I come up to the map and have a look on this one, though. 4.6. I mean, I've got about 100 meters per second to play with there. I'm going to do it. I think we're good. Let's launch it. RCS, my friend, you are a genius. I should. You're right. I definitely should. It's a shame that I clicked that button, but yeah, let's go back and do it. Let's go back and do it. We want to have a nice way to turn. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. Thinking of my boy Landstrider as I use all these reverts and quick saves and stuff. Okay, let's get down. Okay, so we're like 4 RCS ports. As we're going all 4, I might even just use the 4-way block. Orthogonal 5-horn is pretty nice though. It's the new piece that I didn't know existed, and I'm really loving the fact that we have the ability to do that. Is that enough? Is that enough? We've just got control at either end. I don't know where. I don't really want to do this, but we're going to take that off there, and we're going to be like, where is the center? You know what? That's not too bad. Not too bad. We're definitely going to have a bit more upward spin. It's going to want to try and rotate somewhere down here, but that's fine. I'm going to Control Z and put that back. Look at that. Brilliant. I love that. That's the day I found out Control Z was a thing, I was like, yes. Okay, generic station is away again. Yes. Yes, it is. Wait, did I? No, I didn't put a tank on. That was the problem with the RCS, right? We didn't have a tank for it. So we didn't have a way of fueling it. Be really nice if we could make this an RCS tank. Else I would have made these RCS tanks, you know? Okay, we'll come up with a way of fixing that. I mean, if nothing else, we'll send our engineer up. We're going to do a nighttime launch? I think we're going to do a nighttime launch. 3, 2, let's go put some lights on it. Control Z, yes, the undo button. If you are using any computer program almost anywhere, I say almost, there are a lot of buttons that are the same. Now these are PCs, not Macs. If you're playing on a Mac, I'm sorry. If you're on Linux, you probably know it all anyway. But Control X is to cut, Control C is to copy, and Control Z is to backtrack, to undo. Control V is to paste. I don't know whether, can I select? No, I can't actually copy and paste here. That's a shame. But the undo feature is real. There we go. Great. Cool. That's a shame. I can't copy and paste. I bet there should be a way. Dear squads, I know you've nearly done building the game, but can I please? Can I please? Right, what are we trying to do here? We want to have some RCS on there, so I'm going to go with these ones. That I'm sure that came through the microphone amazingly well. I was trying to think, but I realised very shortly afterwards that windy noise probably not the winner. I guess we're putting it down here. Let's no, not you. This one. Open that up. Where's that shadow? There it is. I was like, where's the shadow like actually pointing to? I'm gonna go with that. Oh, I kind of don't like the horrendous part clipping, but I think we're gonna do it anyway. How about if we pull this up to the very top? Yeah, totally not impinging on my monoprop tanks by the power of the batteries there. And lights. This is the last thing we wanted to do here. So, utility. Dome lights. Yes. Let's have... We're just going to leave them as white. The next things we need. Now, these are just swag. We're going to put these round this way and pull it in like so. And can I have the light on? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay, so, and then I come around here and do the... which way? Okay, like that? I think like that. Okay, that is a launching configuration to go with. Let's do it. Save it, launch it. Oh, of course that. Yeah. Of course, Super Gary Gamer. For some reason, that just completely escaped me. Okay, on the launch pad. Look at this. Just look at this. Oh yeah, I'm about it. That is a proper. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Yeah, I love that. Do they actually drain electricity? I believe they do. So this could be a problem. This could be a problem. Do you know what else is a problem, though? The fact that I'm going to do this without the HUD installed. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, let's bring that down. And I know I'm just kind of rocking that way a bit. Oh, look at the drag. Look at the drag. This is great. Okay, let's turn that off. Can we fly like this all the way? Am I capable? I mean, I think so. Bring the engine power down a bit before we actually rip ourselves apart or something. Get so much heat on the go that we start melting nose cones. It's always a problem. I feel like we're not travelling towards my prograde vector very well. No, that's definitely not. The way the tanks just dropped down there, not the winner. But yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem. I turned too far. Can you do that, please? And we safe-ish. So you know that extra 100 Delta V's I was talking about? You know what? That was good video, but I'm not going to do it again. I'm not staying with that. That's going to be great sort of lift-off footage, and then I'm going to cut to something else in the video. All right, 3, 2, 1, blast off. I am going to get 10 degrees on though straight away. Okay, this is good. This is good. I'm going to hit prograde, and I'm going to bring this down to 2 Gs. We're gonna watch for launch. Okay, this is alright actually. This is alright. I would like to have a little bit more tip. We're not tipping enough. We're not tipping enough. During Land Troller stream, he keeps asking me how far to tip, and I keep being like, more, earlier, more, earlier. But if you do it too more and too early, you get that last situation that we just found ourselves in. So maybe I'm a little bit over the top on that. I'm going to push up the G-force here to 1.5. I think 1.5 is the one of the minimums. Ooh, sunrise, brilliant. One of the minimums that you can actually get away with. I am definitely much steeper than I would like. I really like to be this 45-degree mark at 10 kilometers. And I'm at least half that. That's terrible. Okay, here we go. This is where I want to be. This is the orientation I want to hold until this gets to 75, something like that. All depends how far you want to push it, but 75 is pretty good for me. We're going to hit the prograde. I'm going to watch the sun. Got to watch the sun. What else would we do? Like this. We're going to time warp our way up through the higher atmosphere here. This is nice. This is nice. I mean, if I got the amount of thrust just right, we could have burnt, or I suppose the amount of propellant just right, we could have turned on our engines, hit prograde, and let it flown itself all the way up. I have managed that flight profile once. You literally can only put like the Mark 1 capsule on, you know, the one you send your first Kerbals out in, and what is it, two of those long liquid tanks, the 1.2s, with a Reliant on the bottom, and it will just fly itself. It's great. I love it. Okay, waiting until we're looking roughly sideways. Oh, we should probably also extend a solar panel. There'll be problems at some point. And go! What was your opinion on the waterfall mod? It's alright. It's alright. I've never really got the engine plume mods, if I'm to be honest with you. Like I like the idea of getting like Max diamonds in my jet engines and stuff like that. But I'll be honest, I'm sending space frogs to a 10th of the size planet with a ridiculously easy physics system. I'm not really looking for realism. I'm not really looking for that much of realism. This fire out the back, does it well for me. So yeah, I don't dislike the waterfall mod. I have nothing against the waterfall mod. It's just probably not something that I'm going to be using myself. It does look good. Don't get me wrong. I do appreciate it. Just not for me. Am I charging my solar panels here? No, that's a shame. It's a shame. It'd be nice to charge solar panels off of your light sources. Speaking of, power down. Nah, power back up for a bit. Can I? Yes. Yes. I don't even know if we got the right way around. Oh, look, we got orange. Oh, I like the orange. Just gonna take a small moment here to play around with some lights. Ooh, that one. So we have sweets called well, they used to be called opal fruits. They're now called Starburst. I hope Starburst is actually the flavor that you guys have out there. But they're little chewy sweets, a little bit like taffy, but not really. Firmer, less sticky. And they're fruit flavored. One of my favorite things was picking out the lemon and lime ones, smushing them together, and having a Sprite opal fruit. High points in my life. Right, there we go. We are in orbit. We are ready to go. We're gonna get down into hibernation. Oh, wait. Before we hibernate, let's put this back up. We've got to do this. Undock. Should have done that earlier. We're gonna have a little bit of debris just kind of kicking around in the system now. Okay, where are we going? We're going to Minmus. There you are. Set as target. Can we just travel up from here? Add that maneuver and just hope that we hit the ascending node. Is that descending node? That's ascending node. Oh, the moon. Oh, the moon. It stole me. Oh, that's not helpful in the slightest. Oh, moon. Oh, moon. I mean, as long as I have a periaps, I can go places, right? Oh my gosh. I mean, kind of. So the problem here is, I think if I want to go to Minmus, man, I'm gonna look at this. I could come back via the moon and end up in a tiny orbit. If I want to go to Minmus, I'm gonna have to go through the moon. Oh! Can we? There we go. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is not how to save fuel going to Minmus. I actually don't know whether I'm gonna have the fuel to stop at this rate, because this is coming in hard. This is coming in hard. Can we change our timing somewhat anywhere? I don't know, guys. Okay, all right. I'm going to clear these and start again. We're going to clear these and start again. Maybe we'll just give it a go. If it goes wrong, then we'll blame Bill and try and do it again or something. Man, that moon intercept is not helpful. It thinks it's being helpful, but it's not. Try it from here. Kind of carnage. Man, I need to do it earlier. Oh man, well that's not where I wanted to be anyway. I was too early in the orbit. Okay, that's better. That's better. Oh yes, this before this moon escape. Aha! Aha! I think we've got an orbit, guys. I mean, we're both going to the moon, right? Yay! All right, let's see if we can look in the right direction. How much power are we making? What have we got here? I mean, the electric charge is dropping down. So the lights cost me 0.18, whatever that is. Oh man, look at the power of the RCS here. Whoa, not RCS, the other one, the SAS. That was crazy. That was crazy. Still all the electric charge as well. I had to do the good plan. I also had to do the dishes just before stream. Because you know what? I ain't doing it after stream. Okay, I think we're in the 11 minutes. Go! go. I think we're in the right place at the right time. I think this might just work. Look, there's the sun. Yes, bringer of all energy. Honestly, I don't know why more scientists don't have sun cults. You know, like we now know that the sun is indeed provider of all energy, bringer of life, the thing that keeps our planet warm. Like, without the sun, what are we? Just dust in the interstellar wind, right? Like, why don't we worship the sun a bit more? Alright, 30 seconds to go. Not like wish it, not like worship, I suppose, but why don't we, like, give thanks? Be like, you know what? I'm very grateful that I live somewhere that's above minus whatever it would be without the sun. Minus 260 something. It's like 3 degrees without the sun, right? 3 degrees Kelvin without the sun. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Turning to map view. 3, 2, 1. This is so fiddly. We're gonna have to try and get this as close to 0 as possible, and then retweak that little maneuver over there and see what we get. I mean, if I could be just a little bit less than what we need, that would also work out well. Okay, coming down 20. Okay, that about matches. I'll take it. Okay, it doesn't match. We won't take that. Let's clear this. All right, what's happening? Am I crashing into the moon? We're not crashing into the moon. That's congrats, guys. We're not crashing into the moon. I think of all the things that we've managed to do, that's pretty good. Is that the speed up I want? I don't feel like that's the right maneuver. I feel like this might be slightly wrong here, because the sun doesn't have a book about its good deeds. I mean, this is also true. Ooh. And we go through the moon. And a maneuver, bring it down now. -6. No, we want it on a plus number if possible. Ooh, all these moving things are making it very awkward to try and figure out where we are here. I might wait until we're in the moon's sphere of influence to be able to do this maneuver. I mean, what happens if this is our one, right? We're going to be doing it here. Add this maneuver. That's okay. That looks a little bit better. I'll bring this down. Show me that number. Bring this down to about 4, 3, 2. Can we bring it down to none? Is that a possibility? Unfortunately. Ooh. Ooh, look at that one. That's great. I don't feel like this is giving me the information I need. That's what I feel like right now. Okay, we're on minuses. We want to push that one there. Okay, I feel like that's actually as close as we're going to get it. That's definitely as close as we're going to get it. We need to slow it down. Oh, man. Really? So let's work at this at the periaps. Wasn't there ancient religion of sun? There were many ancient sun religions. And they seem to be the only ones that actually knew what they were talking about. No, they didn't know. They didn't know what they were talking about at all. They ended up like killing all sorts of stuff. I don't know about that either. Man, this maneuver is gonna be. No, stop! I hit the wrong button. Can we kill that one? We can kill that one. Can I please kill that one? I need to look at my alarm clock again. 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the maneuver. Look at that. 5 hours. Sorry. I'm just trying ever so much to get this as I want it. Would you believe that I'm trying to do this? Who knew? Okay. Give me those maneuver indicated bits over here. Okay, I'm gonna be using this now because it was a little much the way it was trying to do it. Okay, that goes out. Does this go in? Okay, this pulls us in. This is totally not how you should be doing it. with the radial burns, but it's how I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, click, click, click. Okay, so this has given us this encounter. We had an encounter, but I don't know how to do it. The giant ball of lava demanding human sacrifice. Yeah. That's the type of thing that I'm not about. Throwing organic matter into volcanoes to try and make it stop spewing forth its silica. I mean, that's just not going to do anything for anybody. So guess I'm just doing this one. There we go. All right, cool. How much do I have left? Tell me what this is going to cost me anywhere. We're on maneuver 2. Maneuver 1. How does it not tell me how much it's going to cost? What is this? Text for the... There we go. All right. Let's have a look. Well, those numbers are quite confusing. Okay, so there's 121 delta V's there. Okay, that's easy enough to remember. But these, am I really... Does this really equate to that? This is... Man, anyone any good at their 3D Pythagorean Theorem? Because that's how we convert these 3 numbers to that. So, I mean, I could sit down and work through it, but I'm not. I'm just going to assume that this 333 is what that's going to cost, and then it's only going to cost us another 100 and odd to sync up with minmus. Alright. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. How long do we have here until the node? T minus 1 day. So I'm going to create an alarm. I'm going to go maneuver node. The text that I'm going to do here is... No, not MoHiK. MoHiK. Yeah, MoHiK. I like MoHiK. We're going to go with MoHiK. Man, that was more tapping around than I was really hoping, if I was to be honest with you guys. Okay, we got to rename this generic station. No, this is the wrong generic. Wait, this is Lemon and Lime generic station. This is MoHiK. MoHiK. All right, let's come out here. Yeah, this is MoHiK. Okay, let's rename this now because the naming is getting a little bit confusing. And I don't want to be the guy that's responsible for not being able to tell the difference between all my craft. You know, that's... Where did I put the bit that I'm looking for? Is it at the top? No, it was in here. It was in here. Was it not in here? Ah, I've lost my probe core. I don't know what I did with it. Ah, is it in here? Here it is. See this angle right here? I had it. There. Look at that. That is playing this game for far too long and being like, oh no. MoHiK station. Okay. Station. Cool. In what classes do you learn what such 3D it's like advanced trigonometry. I mean, so Pythagorean Theorem is all to do with the right angle triangle. Have you done the right angle triangle yet? Where you got the opposite and the hypotenuse. I don't know what I assume you call it hypotenuse because hypotenuse is not an English word; it's a Greek word. So, which I used to think is what I found something. Was it hypotenuse that's actually named after a person? And I was like, no, maybe. No, it's not university stuff. It's much earlier. Okay. And then I wanted to do this one, which is a probe core in somewhere completely different. Like this one's not hidden down here, or is it? Let's. Hey, can we open this, please? Open. There it is. But this one's clickable. Okay. Rename. MoHiK. That's not quite what was suggested, but there we go. MoHiK station. I am almost certain you did a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which is also to do with the triangles. I'm not saying you've remembered it, but you almost definitely did it at school. Almost. It's like the basis from which all geometry flows. Okay, I guess we're just going to rip ahead. Falling at the moon, right? Oh, look, I covered the moon up. Falling at the moon. Let's keep an eye over here. Make sure we don't go ripping past anything that we don't want to go ripping past. I mean, the MoHiK maneuver is very close after this one. Okay, this guy just wants to circularize. That's his whole purpose. Just to stop. We need to look at what our coordinates are. Okay. I've fallen into the Landstrider issue, haven't I? Have we launched a new core? I tell you what I've done here. Though I'm gonna see this mission through, and then maybe we'll revert it because we swapped and it doesn't like us swapping. But whatever, we'll figure it out. We are not below 60 kilometers. What is this? All right, 3, 2, 1, stopping. Okay, below 60 kilometers, easy enough. There we go, below 60. Now we want to come down to the periaps, add a maneuver, pull that down also to below 60. If we could just have a look at that. Thanks very much. We should be able to see it swing around. Oh, like 59 sounds great. That's the maneuver we need to do in a little bit. Create an alarm. Definitely an issue happening with the fact that it doesn't think that I'm in the right craft. That's very bad. That's very bad. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Not sure what I'm going to do about that at all. Where is the other craft that's just entering the mun? It should be here any moment now. Where are you? MoHiK station. I have not changed this guy's look, so let's come in to down here so I can see it around all the junk. I do this and then go rename and put it onto station. There we go. That's what had gone wrong there. That's why I was looking at things wrong. Okay, MoHiK station. We want to switch over to you. Alright. Looking good. Close that. Can we pull ourselves up to look at our maneuver node? This is the question. It turns out we can. Alright, good. Kind of annoyed that it's like, oh, you can't swap spacecraft. I knew this was a problem because Landstrider had told me about it. But we'll see what we can do. Okay, straightened up and perfect. Time warp our way there. I ain't waiting around. Oh no. 3 hours for the other maneuver after this half-hour one. There. Auto time warp cancelled. Nice. So we should just have a nice, easy maneuver here, right? What could go wrong? Delete that and close. Thanks very much. 57 seconds until our burn. You know what if we put it all over here? It's still 50 or so moments. Whether we want to burn all before or all after or split the difference. I generally split the difference. Let's time warp our way down to these last few seconds here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Go! 15 seconds. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah. That's pretty good for me. That's pretty good. All right, how far until this next minmus encounter? I got to make sure these match up. They're not going to match up. Okay, we want to put a little bit more into that. Okay, so just so our orbit goes up and above. So you see where I'm moving the maneuver node here. It's moving our encounter with minmus. Do you mind? No, not you. I'm not jumping at you for the smallest bit of noise. I was having problems with my maneuver node, so thank you. Okay, I'm just going to push a little further up as well because this is not working out as I would like it to. Okay, right. So now it's somewhere else other than my maneuver node. It really doesn't want me to have a good flight, does it? It's like, no, you know what? You can't. Don't do it. Stop. Nearly went past. I pressed the wrong button again. It keeps happening. Okay, we got some up and some down here. That's a little annoying. I'm going to go for ideally exactly Apple apps here. And let's see what happens if I push out somewhat. Man, it keeps looking like it's going to come in and connect and then not. That? You know what? I'll take that. Whatever that is, I'll take that. It's going to be some time until we get there, but we are there. Try and keep myself pointed in the right direction. So 11 days until this maneuver can happen. We are going to be on our way to... No, we're not going to be on our way out to Jewel in that time. That's okay, that's the thing. I didn't know. Problem I have got is I'm on the wrong stability assist. I'm like, oh, this appears to have a bit of a drift in it. And yeah, it did. It's because it was trying to point in exactly the opposite direction from what I was trying to point myself. Okay, so we're just going to leave this here. We're going to create an alarm. I wish it would select maneuver by default. It's the only thing that I ever want to have the alarm for, if I'm to be honest with you. There's not really anything I ever want an alarm for. Like, I'm not good enough to be able to just pick a random time in the timeline and go, well, at that point, I know that this spacecraft's going to be going through here. Maybe I want a change of sphere of influence marker. That might be something that I want. Okay, I guess, given the way we are looking right now, I'm just going to go see if I can't look at my blue marker there. We're going to time warp, as in physics time warp. It will only let you go up to 4 times the speed like this, but when it's just like this collection of stuff out in the middle of nowhere, it's not a problem. 2.5 hours until our burn is required. Thankfully, I'm not going to be here talking to you guys for 2.5 hours about it. Oh, there's this as well. We should probably say goodbye to that at some point. Undock. Away it goes. It's off. It's space junk. It's gone. I mean, we can mark it, but it's not. Do it. F4, right? Yeah, there we go. Wait. There must be. I must keep pressing F4 by accident somehow, because somehow these squares keep disappearing. Yeah, it's okay. It's a toggle, one or the other. It's not like there's multiple systems to it. I was wondering whether it would like take away the words and then take away the distance and then finally take away the square, but no, all of them at once. Okay, we are facing the right direction. Time warp. We are at ×4. That's why it's not going very well. Let's try again. The moon. Oh, it's not the moon. That's Kerbal. We're looking at the moon. Am I going to be able to wait? Are we going to have line of sight here? Is this something that we're going to be able to do? I hope so. Have I done this wrong? Oh no. Okay, we appear to have some sort of connect. Oh, look at this. We're bouncing out to minmus and then back. Oh, that's great. All right, look at us and our communication network. Okay, this is good. Who's that? This is Jeb, right? Yeah, that's Jeb. Okay. Well, I mean, praise be to the science that put a communication network up. I am all about that. Okay, 39 seconds to go. These waiting for the maneuver nodes, the worst part of the game. No, it's not the worst, but worst part of the game is falling under parachutes. Okay, interesting that I'm burning almost entirely towards minmus at this point. I bet there's got to be just the smallest amount of change to my maneuver node to be able to bring us together. Then, if we're oh no, I pressed the wrong one. If we're pointing towards it and getting that close, then okay, we are unders. It took it. It accepted it. Oh, yeah. Now, do I have to sit here and we watch this tick down? Is that something that needs to happen? Or can I just leave this in orbit? We're going to find out because I've got other things to be doing. In 10 days? No, it's all right. We're going to sit here and we're going to watch this complete in 2 days. Can I specific... I'm going to do the thing I said I never do. I'm going to do the thing I said I never do. Manual time. 2 days. Yeah, let's do that. Do I want it to be 2 days? Is 2 days? Well, I mean, 2 days, 5. Yeah, 2 days. 2 days. Let's do it. Create alarm, manual alarm, 2 days. Take away the 5 minutes. 00. Add that alarm. Okay. Yeah, brilliant. We're gonna warp to that one. Orbital dynamics go brrr. And we have got stopped nearly 2 days later. Oh, I suppose I could have deorbited these side pods by now. But that should now... Yes! Okay, we did one. Woo! We did one. I had a little bit of a panic that maybe we were going to be in a situation where... Can I point retrograde, please? We weren't going to be able to... Where it thought that we weren't in a new space station because we transferred from one to the other. I'm just gonna bring this down to almost exact stop. Or do we want to just crash it? Just crash it. Yeah, only there like that. Because now we'll be able to watch the station ahead of us. You guys like watching debris crash, right? I kind of like watching debris crash. And decouple that one. We're gonna do the same. I really want the normal node there. Man, the camera not inaccuracy, but the inconsistency with the Kerbal camera is just outrageous. Can I want to co-planar with this guy. Can we get over there? I don't think we're going to be able to. I want to make this target speed 0 so we're drifting together. I think that would be pretty cool, actually. But we're gonna have to make do with this. All right, here we go. F2. Do we go faster? I think we go a little bit faster. Look there. Look at that dot go. Look at that dot go. I don't know why I attached parachutes to this. No idea. I suppose we could technically have brought it back to the KSC, but do you know what? I just want this place to be clean. Just clean. How far away is that? 1.5? 1.6? Man, it's tempting to burn upright and try and catch up with it. I don't know if you guys follow other Kerbal creators. I know Forrest doesn't. But I was watching this guy called Bradley Winston. I don't know what. Bradley, anyway. Main cell looks like a soup bowl, yeah. And he did. What was I trying to. I had a story at the beginning of this. Anyway, but if you don't watch Bradley, watch it. He does something called the Book of Bill, and it's just Bill. Like his standard landing is you know the small diameter fuel tanks. Let me aim my camera up here. The ones that fit on the end of this, right? So he has two fuel tanks, a lawn chair on top of it, and he'll deorbit with that. And the crash tolerance of the two fuel tanks is enough that you can litho brake your way down there, i.e. you can crash it into the floor, and I'm going to put up inverted commas, crumple zones in the fuel tank is enough to make Bill survive. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. We're just going to go down to the floor now. Ooh, look at that one. Oh, yeah, this is what we're talking about. Apart from I just clicked outside my screen, so... It's no good. I like this. I like this. I've just noticed this ridge coming down here. We should explore. Is that crater behind us? It's not. That's a new ridge. I've never played with that ridge before. Maybe we'll come back and have a go with it at some point. Yeah, that's nice. I like that one. That's, oh yeah. The footage that we absolutely have to have on video. That minmus underneath it. You see that tiny little dot there? I bet it's either minmus or jewel. Okay, the spinning has settled down, mainly because I was slowing time back down. I think we're going to aim for that crater. I almost thought it was going to be this one for a little bit, but no, I think we're going to hit that crater wall. Okay, we're getting close. Oh, yeah. I think it's happening. I think we're down. I think we're gonna hit it. I always like the craters that hit the other craters. You get this sort of overlapping crater effect. Oh mate. Oh mate. Here it goes. Oh, we cleared it. We cleared it. That's interesting. Any parts remaining? No parts remaining. We do have this one though. Oh, look, as I try and change craft, look at the floor texture. Ooh. It's moving the texture a little bit. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. How long? Oh. So I think I'm just absolutely making stuff up here. I think the way Kerbal handles the texture is it just reloads the same texture wherever you are on the moon. Let's have a look. Just above this little bit here. But no, it's going forwards. I'm wrong. It's not just above my engine there. Anything we can take away from this? Oh look, no, it is. It really is. It's relative to the coordinates underground, on the ground. And if I keep trying to change craft, the texture will follow with me. Okay, all right. Well, today we learned how Kerbal handles the moon texture. I don't know anybody wanted to know that, but there we go. We got it. I don't seem to have any time warp control. Oh, that's because we can't go faster when we're down low, guys. I mean, Okay, next question. Are we going to hit the inside of the crater? Ooh. I wonder whether Jeb could hijack one of these and stick his craft on top. Boom! Ooh. There were no survivors. Okay, let's go. Ooh, that's close up on the moon right there. We won. Where are you? Where are you? This is actually the awkward one. Can we talking about awkward? It's not letting me change craft. Oh, I bet we got this screen. Okay, tracking station. There's nothing but politics. 7N German on the German TV right now. They're voting the Kanzler next. I don't know what the Kanzler is, mate, but I assume. Because some news has filtered through. I assume it's because Merkel's she's retiring, right? Like I can barely remember a time in my life where is it Angela or Angela Merkel wasn't head of the CDC, the Christian Democratic something. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But they're like, I have been watching some. I don't know if you guys watch Too Long Didn't Read. It's a news program on YouTube. They started off on British news and like covering Brexit and stuff like that. But then they realised that telling the news was quite profitable for people who didn't want to watch the news anymore. And so they diversified into. I think they've got an EU and a world channel now. And that's where I found out about that stuff. So, okay, that's the maneuver we want. I really don't feel like that's the maneuver we want, guys. I suppose, yeah, once we've gone around this way. Okay, yeah, all right, here goes. We're going up. We're going to do it. I love this. That's still... Oh, that's MoHiK. Oh, goodbye, MoHiK. Goodbye. Hopefully we have good connection the whole way. I did put a lot of communication devices on there. I think I did anyway. I mean, I launched it happy in the fact that it was. Okay, whoa. Also, what's cancelled, but it didn't slow me down. Why? Good job I had over an hour to wait. Man, what stopped me there? What stopped me there? What actually stopped me? Why did my auto warp cancel? What was this? What was this? Okay, do we try from here? I don't know how Merkel's reign has ended. It was literally a headline in Germany. Yeah, it was a headline out here. Oh, the actual literal. Okay, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised at least one newspaper didn't go with Merkel's Reich has ended. But is that illegal in Germany or not? I hear there's a lot of... So my uncle moved... Is it Stuttgart? Did he move to Stuttgart? I can never remember. He moved somewhere anyway. And yeah, he keeps telling me about the minefields. He has to... Wait, don't use the word minefield. The political trouble he can get in. Just by making reference to stuff. But I don't know how much is him just blowing stuff out. But he's not like, oh, my crazy uncle. He's a solid guy. Surprise cousins aside.
Solid guy.
Reich is not very welcome. Yeah, I thought so. 5, 4, 3. I've got to sidestep that one now. 2, 1, blast off! Okay, we only had a few degrees to do there. A few tiny bit. But it's not touching. Ah! I'm not very happy with the way this has just turned out. Why? Oh yeah, we got a maneuver node set for you. It's no problem. Look, we've even made the thing change. It's like, great, and then suddenly not. We're in like resonance with it now. I don't seem to be able to change things. Oh please, don't meck around like this. Okay, so I am going to add a maneuver, and we're going to pull our maneuver node to bring us... You see how it crosses the line twice here? So I'm going to go with that. In fact, I'm actually going to do it over here, where we can pull the descending node up to give us a perfectly coplanar. So coplanar is like, a plane is a flat thing, and is they're both the same flat thing. And I think I should be able to then here add a maneuver and just, where are we? What are we doing? Why is this not like right here? There. Is that... Are any of these actually real? Is any of this real? Can anybody tell me? I mean, these are 2 very small maneuvers. Let's do it. I'm a little... 45 days? Are you kidding me? I don't have 45 days. I don't have 2 days. Okay, we're going to clear this out again. We're going to wonder why. What's happened here? Let's add a maneuver and try and find out something somewhere that's going to enable us to do what we need here. I've got a feeling we're going to have to slow down a little bit. So we slow this down. And not really. There. Can we get these back together somehow? Okay, well, we're obviously going to have to leave this one for next time, I think. I was really hoping that we could get it done right now. But suddenly, the fact that my game has just not wanted to play ball all day has come back to cause us a bunch of trouble. I'm not overly bothered with like the mission to minmus. It's not like we can't do a mission to minmus. How many delta V's does that? 34 delta V? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was expecting that to be like 300-400, but okay, we'll leave that there. But I think with that, I am going to have to say thank you very much for joining me for this. Should we go do it? Should we go do it? Should we go do it? Let's go do it. Why is it auto warp cancelled? Why would I also then just did a mistake afterwards by pressing the wrong button to cancel the cancel. Lol. -1.8. If we could do it in like 3 minutes, I'll be very grateful. We're going to spend that much fuel. Yeah, that much fuel. I'm going to do it again. But only psychopaths do that. Yeah, I hear what you're saying about that, mate. I hear what you're saying. Auto warp cats. Ooh, we missed out one to dual. You know what? I don't mind. We'll miss our dual transfer because Juno is actually where we're going. I'm going to have to stop it right there and say thank you very much for joining for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. The reason that I stop it right there is we got 6 minutes until our Juno window. We're going to have to let that one fly. I will see you next time when we're going to do that. Bye. 6 minutes. Wow.